Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the World Championships of X-Wing 2019 right here at the St. Paul River Center in downtown St. Paul for the Gold Squadron podcast. My name is Asa Graff.
I'm Andrew Knuckles.
And we are here on round 4, 75 minutes on the clock. On the left-hand side of your screen, Rune Printzlau from Copenhagen, Denmark, with 4 U-Wings, the first Rebel list we've seen in a couple days, right, Andrew?
Yeah. Rebel lists are pretty few and far between.
Right. Now, why do you think that is?
I think back whenever they did like the Ultra Nerf bat to 4-ship Rebels, I think a lot of people just kind of hopped off that train.
Well, in particular to Leia?
Yes.
Yeah.
With her increasing in points and that kind of stuff. Now I have seen a couple. You have like Alpha Strike lists, or you have some like Ghost Hera lists, that kind of stuff.
I have seen a lot of like Wedge and Han and stuff like that around here. I think the issue that we have with those kinds of lists right now, Wedge, Luke Skywalker, those X-Wing pilots suffered in Nantexes.
Yep.
Just aces are done better by, like the Nantexes are ace hunters. Rebels can't run with that giant bid, and Imperial aces outmaneuver them anyway. So their aces are in a little bit of a tough spot, which is why I think this particular list plays to the Rebels' strengths. We have 4 of those U-Wings, so much beef on the table. Each one of those with 8 hit points. That makes a total of 32 hit points. To Matt Erb's, I don't even know. It's not enough to... Not enough to count. What's that?
Okay, so,
24?
32 to 10. Yeah, 24.
24, yeah. No, it's a lot, and they all have 3 dice attacks. You do still have Leia Organa on there, even though she has gone up in points. She's still a very, very powerful piece.
Yep. Well, and I think the most important part about the 4U list is that one, you have damage spreading, or damage sharing, I should say. But then you also get 2 of the named guys. So you have Benedict Two Tubes, who can pass off focus tokens basically after he moves, and then you have Heftober, who can also I can't remember exactly what he does.
Heftober, when somebody runs into him, he can take an action.
Ah, that's what it is. Is that only an enemy, or can he do that with his friends too?
Only an enemy. I will double check, but I believe it is only an enemy. It is an enemy. Actually, extra Q to maneuver. Once they bump into you, you can take an action. Now, Jyn, though. Jyn Erso is a linchpin in this list. She can cause everybody to be able to evade. Yeah,
because there's no limit to her ability.
Right.
Assuming that you just can keep generating focus tokens.
Now, we've talked a lot about Rune's list. We have not talked a lot about his opponents. Matt Erbe. We've got another Imperial list. Now, I think one of the reasons why we've done this is that it is fairly straightforward. We have an Opacron group pilot with Emperor Palpatine, and then 2 Delta Squadron Defenders. Very straightforward.
It's basically just 2nd edition Commonwealth Defenders.
Exactly. Except we don't have any named pilots in here because, thankfully,
they're too expensive.
Exactly. God, can you imagine Ryad and Vessery together with a Palp shuttle in 2nd edition?
Oh, man.
Unstoppable.
I mean, Defenders are really good.
They're
and they are priced accordingly.
Defenders are like, their price has to skirt that line because if you can fit 3 named Defenders, or if you can fit 3 Defenders in a list, that's really, really difficult to deal with. When you can fit 2, they're so right on the edge of being really good at their price point. Well, and it's a tough costing decision for
the problem
FFG.
is the second you make them too cheap to where you can bring 3 of them or whatever, they become oppressive because of how defensive and how strong they are.
Exactly.
Especially coming over from 2nd edition, they do get the barrel roll and boost on their bar now, which is just massive.
It is absolutely insane. Now we see Rune's list coming up in here. The pivot wings have triggered on Number Purple. He is going to pivot in place, facing up towards the top of that board. We see an engagement headed towards this area. So those U-Wings with Leia poised here to sit in one place, start to pivot around, making essentially a wall of turrets that Matt Erbe is going to have to contend with.
Now, the big thing with Matt's list is he does have HLCs, or heavy laser cannons, on both of his deltas. And this can be really easy to find a bullseye against this list.
Right, against something in that list,
yeah,
right?
Against
especially
something, yeah.
Like this kind of block, look at how much board space that takes over.
Yep.
Anywhere in here, you're going to be able to trace bullseyes through that art or through that block.
So I think the big thing here is Matt has to try and kind of coax his list, or the U-Wings, out into the open.
I think so, because then he's got the K-turn lanes.
Yeah.
Right, then he can, because sure, those U-Wings can turn around, they can pivot in white once every 3 turns.
Yep.
Matt can do it every single turn.
Every single turn.
And if we see him bouncing back and forth, you know,
just do
across
it,
1 or 2 U-Wings.
They can only turn around so many times.
Right.
And the big thing is he doesn't have Cassian Andor in this list.
Right.
So you don't have any stress removal besides just doing blue maneuvers.
Right. All right, so the shuttle is 0 stopping, bumped into his own defender last round to stay up there in the corner.
Yep. 1 bank here, and probably just going to barrel roll out. Yep. And there it is. Making sure to hopefully saying, oh, maybe you kind of got a little greedy here, and I'm bringing you out of your corner.
Right, he's got to work for it. He does have to bring those U-Wings away from the edge of the board so he has the K-turn lanes.
Yep, and the big thing here is he does have Emperor Palpatine in the list, so he does have that global force whenever he needs it.
Right, which means he can use that HLC, he can take the evade from full throttle, he can take a target lock from one of those defenders, and now he has a target lock focus modded shot as well as the evade for defense. Here comes a 2 bank from number green.
Yep, and that'll definitely be way out of range. That'll definitely be way out of range for this first engagement that Rune is trying to get.
The other nice thing about Matt Erbe's list in this matchup, everybody's at pilot skill 1.
Yep.
He is not getting blocked by these U-Wings.
No way he gets blocked here.
There's
if
another.
Anything, he's going to block them, but
the
then
blocker becomes the block. Then it can stop.
Then they can stop.
Yeah.
So the biggest strength about this 4U list is that it's basically just a mobile turret.
Right. And it's board control.
Yeah. It's just board control and zoning is what you want to try and accomplish. And if you can start getting rid of these U-Wings,
right,
then it turns into like a little bit more of a game.
Rune moving 2 banks to the right with each one of those U-Wings, opening the pivot wings.
Yep, and he is using. He does have tokens for the actual pivot wings, but he's also opening up and closing the wings as he goes.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, no.
Why buy those? Why buy those new models? Right? Why buy those models if you're not going to mess with them?
So I will say this: the U-Wing is probably one of my favorite design ships.
Yeah,
it looks cool.
It is. It's something about that utilitarian love, like that utilitarian design, right?
Yep.
Nothing fancy, no clean lines.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
Can we talk about how good Rogue One... no, Dion's script says no tangents. But can we talk very briefly about how amazing Rogue One ship designs were? Anyways,
it really were.
Over.
Yeah.
Tangent over. But the U-Wing is a very pretty ship.
We can just talk about how good Rogue One just was in general.
We can. So let's talk about how they are approaching here. Rune moving into the center. He does have to watch that his backfield doesn't get too open.
Yes.
Right there. Because the defenders can very much take advantage of open sides.
Yep. So the big thing here is that you really, what it looks like Matt is trying to do is bring them pretty much here and then have both of these defenders kind of come around and pincer from both directions to make him choose every turn which way he wants to turn.
Exactly, and if he can spread some damage out on those defenders, again, they can take 3 of their shields down, which is a tough feat. They can take 3 of their shields down before their half points.
Yep. Yeah, and like especially with the focus evade and a palp backing it up, like it's going to be hard to push damage into pretty much everything in this list, in both lists.
Except for the shuttle, and that's why the shuttle's back in that top right corner.
Yep, the shuttle's like, I'm going to stay out as long as I possibly can.
So I've talked to some folks that have played against this double defender palp shuttle list before either today or yesterday, and they're saying, well, some of his MO is to kill something that's worth more than the shuttle and then run away. Yeah. You think that's a valid win condition for Matt in this game?
I think it's so, like, to kill something, you pretty much have to just fully engage it.
Right.
And just because of the selfless damage sharing. So, like, it's just hard to like just kill something and run away. Now, the defenders absolutely could do that. Right. Because they have the boost, and the U-Wing is not a fast ship. It only has a 2 hard as its only hard maneuver. And I think if you go 4 straight, it's a red. if I remember correctly.
I believe so. Let's go ahead and check that dial. No,
it's just a white.
Okay. Yep. So the U-wing can be it can be deceptively fast sometimes, but it doesn't have those 3 banks, doesn't have those sweeping 3 turns, just the 2.
Yep, just the 2, and no 1 hards or anything like that. I mean, the biggest thing is it can stop,
right,
and then obviously rotate. So it's going to be interesting to see what this next turn is.
So this is going to dictate how the approach proceeds, right?
As Matt was just talking to Rune there, he said the stops really complicate things, which they do.
They absolutely do.
Because like the biggest, as you learn how to play X-Wing and you've played for a long time and stuff like that, the biggest constant is this ship is going to move in a forward direction.
Right.
And when you add a ship that doesn't do that into the mix, and then especially when you have 4 of them and you can just not move, this so you see this with U-Wings, the YV, grappling struts, drones, and like Covenel or the resistance transport and stuff that can move backwards and stop. Like it really adds that kind of just that kind of little wrinkle in what everyone is kind of trained to think. And it just makes it tough. It's hard to decide, and eventually Matt just has to engage.
Right. Absolutely. Now here comes the shuttle. 1 bank down the top side of the board. Still not committing to a line. Still staying out of the fight for as long as he can.
You'll probably see a 1 bank and then maybe a 2 bank in.
I'm not sure if he's going to turn in yet. Because he wants to keep the shuttle out. The shuttle's the easiest one to fling damage on. So there's a 3 turn, a disengage.
So here we go. Now we're going to see what we have going on here. Now
there's a boost likely to be followed by a 4K turn right there.
Yep.
Either a 4K turn or, if you think so, another 3 turn right in there. There's the 4 straights.
Ooh.
He's moving in, trying to catch that defender.
He called. Yep, he called that fast drop in with the list. This may be a really solid turn to get some unanswered shots with Pink.
I mean, there's definitely still the possibility that we can see a 3 bank.
Yep, and just
out
trying
there
to cover
some turn ins. He's trying to cover the arcs and threaten the shuttle if it does want to come in.
Yep.
But no, there's another 4 straight.
4 straight, just coming out of the gate, going fast.
He is swinging for the fences right now.
Looks like he bumped.
Looks like that is a bump.
Yep, so he just went all in trying to catch the black defender.
Good call from Erbe right there.
Very, very
I thought he was
solid.
just playing cagey and baiting, but no, there's the switch. Now if he calls that in with Pink defender right there as well, that could be a great time to slam into Orange.
Yep, and Orange is Heftober, which is actually the one you probably want to kill first.
Right, because he's the selfless.
Yep. It looks like he just got out.
Just out. Only 1 shot coming in this round from number Pink.
Probably range 2 into Orange.
We're going to see coming that into Heftober from the side. Into the dice box. He's re-rolling. He's just going to go ahead and spend that focus. Now we would like to see the stream dice being rolled. 2 evades, 1 shield off of Heftober.
Yep. Getting free damage with no return shots it always feels good.
Right. Great evades though. 2 evades, only 1 damage coming through and a half. But damage is damage.
Yep.
Matt getting 1 and taking none in return is always a good thing.
Yep.
1 hour left in this game. Pink poised to come in, slash in from the side of those U-wings. Now we think we see a U-wing rotate.
Yeah, we will probably see a whole rotation of the formation, I believe.
I think that might be dangerous in some cases because if he is able, let's see. Because we've got those arcs facing out that way. If these guys rotate a 5 straight,
would get
boost
past at least. Yep. It would definitely get past the front row, or you could see him bug out
and
then go
away.
behind. Yep. and just say, I got my pot shot. I'm satisfied.
And there he goes.
There
He's
he is.
turning out.
Yep. He is not interested in that.
Because that's definitely one thing that Matt has to be cognizant of, is that the U-Wings don't have to declare which direction that they're moving, that they are they're rotating in until they have
rotate. Yep.
Exactly.
So it looks like if it does rotate, he will get caught by orange, but everyone else will be out of range.
Because look at that. We see the Leia charge popped right up there, which means we're going to see a pivot in the center of the board.
Yep. Really good call by Matt here.
Right. Almost certainly then seeing that 4K coming.
Yep, and this is what I was talking about. You want to make the U-Wings basically choose how they want to pivot and have them come in from two different areas. And
I think Matt's positioned extremely well right here with the U-Wings here with open areas, open lanes here, this whole side, and on this side he has a lot of approach angles. If he can keep them kind of stuck in that area, having to constantly pick between which one they start to go for. And there's a barrel roll from the defender.
Yep. So we'll probably see maybe a 4 straight, depending on how they turn. And here is the rotation.
We're closing wings. Put that template in. Rotate 90 degrees. He's rotating actually 180.
Trying to get that arc. That actually may be just barely out. Getting the target lock though. And this is the best part about the defender list, is that you still have a focus mod.
Right.
Ooh, just
moving that bacon, shaking that bacon.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just the gas cloud. It's not like it really matters anyways.
Gas clouds are nothing rocks.
Yep.
You heard it here first. Well, you've heard it many places.
It's the no consequence rock.
Just out of the target lock from green.
And that is what Matt wants right there. He wants to make sure that there's only one shot coming into this defender. That's what the defender's good for.
Right.
Because he has evade, he has the palp force, and just out. Trying for the target locks, but it's not panning out.
And there's that 180-degree rotate one more time. We will not see any shots this round. We're just going to go right back to dials because we don't have an arc from number orange right there. Now,
doesn't look like it.
I think if you're Matt right now, I think you move in with all 3 of your ships.
Yep.
And the reason for that is if we do see another rotate, we're going to have, like with a 3-turn here and a barrel roll, 1, maybe 2 shots if they stop.
Yep.
This guy's going to have free reign in the backfield. Shuttle will have free reign on this side. Now, if they rotate the other way, it'll be very similar. We'll only take a couple shots out this way. Now he will have free reign in that backfield.
Yep. And this is kind of one of those times where, because he just used Leia, he can do it one more time.
Right.
And now you have to be like, all right, is he going to do it?
Right. But I think Rune is a good enough player to know that we're seeing
like
some banks
you'll probably see a
on that defender.
Yep.
Because we have to try to pin him against this corner.
Yep. Yep, and that is the biggest thing about catching defenders is, or really just I'll say any kind of ace style ship, is that you really want to get it into this into a corner,
into that area,
where you can basically get it on both sides and it can't escape and you get shots into it.
Rune putting his dials down. Matt considering a couple.
It's tough because do you go ahead and just fully commit with this defender?
I think a 4 straight. We can take a target lock.
I think maybe a 3 straight.
A 3 straight.
3 straight, because then it puts you pretty much right here, and then you can you'll still have arc on at least green, and then you can just kind of wait and see. And then if you see that they fully committed over here, then you can run in.
Definitely a very interesting game here. Just under an hour left.
It's kind of like a cat and mouse game, really.
Right.
Matt saying that that pink is the problem now.
Yeah, he's got to be seeing that collapse.
Yep. Yeah, because you got to be very wary about how it happens. For the shuttle, do we think we just see a one bank?
I think we see a one bank. Yeah.
Just nice and slow. And this is always the hard part of running initiative 1 ships is that you have to make all your decisions now.
Especially when your whole list is at initiative 1, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing to block for.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I'll see what happens. Yep. Exactly.
Yep, there's the 3 straight. Grabbing his go fast evade and going for the boost in. A little hesitation there.
But a solid maneuver. I think he's making the gamble that they're all coming in
They're all coming in, yep.
And there's the one bank.
Because that's the thing, too. If they do turn around, none of them have mods.
Right.
And that's the big thing to think about. They don't want to... What are we doing here?
Checking for a lock.
He can't lock. He doesn't.
That's right. Give me just one moment.
Yep. And here we have a 3-bank collapse into pink.
Taking the focus.
Yep.
Yeah, pink there is faced with a lot of firepower coming in. And there's a lot of firepower coming in right now.
Oh, yeah. That defender, now, he will have a solid defense because of this gas cloud.
Right. He'll have that gas cloud as defense. He will have focus, evade. He'll have Palpatine on the board.
Now he will not have quality shots coming in is the big thing.
Right. All right, so Shuttle does not have the target lock action. There he is. He's pulling that off.
Yep. Matt is a legacy first edition player. Sometimes that muscle memory just kind of kicks in.
Right.
He said shame.
And what we see now is that committed collapse. That committed collapse against Matt Erb's number pink.
Yep.
Is putting him in a tough position because now he has some bad shots there. So they're firing at pink, range 3 obstructed through the gas cloud.
5 dice.
I don't think he's going to spend anything
just one.
Right there.
It
Just
is
one
totally
hit.
Not worth it.
Absolutely. All right, here they come back into the defender. Spend that for 3.
Yep.
And a bunch of focuses right there. I think he's got to spend that.
Spend it. He
I
could.
Think,
well, he
I
actually
think
could
spend
spend
Palpatine
Palp
right here.
Yeah, he could spend Palp here.
Yep. I think that's the play. There we go.
Spending Palpatine.
No damage.
Matt definitely still has
range 2 unobstructed from number orange.
Green.
Excuse me, yes, number green. Trying to strip some tokens. He has hit, crit, blank. Reroll that with a target lock for 2 hits and a crit. 3. Hey, there's 3 evades. Triple evades. Defender impossible to take down. Here's the range.
This is the exact situation that he wants right here. 4 hits. He guaranteed 1 here.
And there's triple evade for the second time. Team defender number pink only taking 1.
From a full firing line. He still has his mod to shoot.
Matter tie defenders, baby. So he does get the shot back. He's firing through the gas cloud at number pink.
hit and a crit coming in, and doesn't matter.
Yep.
One shield out of that.
One shield from that whole thing. That's the power of defenders.
Yep.
Right there.
That's the power of natties. That's what that is. We didn't even see the defender do anything.
Even so, I mean, maybe he takes one more shield.
Yeah.
Right. Average on those dice is such that he can spend all of those modifiers on it. Take maybe one. Maybe if he's unlucky, 2 more shields.
Yep.
And that's
so Leia is not up this turn.
Correct.
So you could see basically a 5 straight out of this defender.
Right.
To get out, and you could see him try and basically all turn.
So I think the proof play from Rune is still to use Leia. Right, still to stop.
Still to
because
stop.
Everywhere that this defender is going, it is going to be over here. Whether or not he's going this way to try to make that sneaky play out back towards the shuttle.
Yep.
Whether or not he's going up towards the top of the board. Either way, if you don't move, you let him get away.
Yep.
If you do pivot, you've got even unmodified shots. You still have good shots.
Yep.
And you might force him to spend all of those tokens. Now, the shuttle and this defender are going to streak in, try to punish them, and Leia will be up next turn.
Yep, and that's always like the danger turn.
Right.
It's like, now I don't know where they're going to go.
Well, you do. They're going to be there.
They're going to be there, but you don't know where they're going to be looking. But yeah, so I think we're going to see probably the shuttle crash in.
I would like to. I think Matt's...
You really need to use that gun.
Right. While we've got them sort of over here on this edge of the board, streak past this way, start to boost out, bring this defender in so that he has the opportunity to disengage and give them poor shots on that next Leia turn so that this defender can turn back around for the second time, come back in for a second pass while Leia is not active.
Yep, and that's the thing is, like, it's kind of a washing machine.
Right.
Kind of like you have this guy come in, this guy come out, and then he comes back in, and this guy goes out.
I think it was Biophysical in first edition that coined this as boom and zoom.
Yeah.
Right. And these heavy laser cannons on the defenders, very well suited to the boom.
Yep.
The defender's dial very well suited to the zoom, and that's one advantage that Matt has at pilot skill 1. He can't be blocked.
Yep, he can't be blocked.
He knows exactly what the board state is. We've got reasonable assumption that these little guys are going to be right there.
Yep. Yes.
Now, if Rune wanted to be sneaky and take them in a different direction
and go this way and say, you're crashing in.
Well, what I'm saying is just is there something that he could do to juke that assumption that he's going to stay in one place? Yeah. What do you think? The only thing I can really think of is maybe turning these guys in to form a line here.
The only problem with that is the next turn, if you're on that gas cloud, then you're just not going to get any actions, and Leia is kind of wasted.
Right, and you definitely want to be in a block instead of the line.
Yep.
Because the line means that half your ships, if you're engaging something up here, half your ships aren't going to have the shots.
Yeah, so a lot of times I've seen some of the U-wing or people that fly the U-wings basically put two of their U-wings on a 45 degree.
Right.
So then they can rotate and basically always have full coverage in any direction.
Right. All right, so here they come. There's the shuttle crashing in. 2 straight focus. Defender 5 straight. He'll take the focus evade.
Yep. Hoping for a solid HLC shot this round.
5 straight. There it is.
Yep. Does not hit the gas cloud. Gonna get his free evade.
Now, does he boost?
I think you boost so you can K-turn the next turn.
There it is. There's the boost. Pilot right.
He still has Palpatine.
And that's, I think, just out of range 1 of these.
It's going to be really close, and that's what you want right there.
Still has Palpatine to back him up.
Oh, it looks like we are moving.
All right, so we're turning in on the shuttle there.
And the problem is the shuttle can't.
There's a 2-turn there. That's stressed.
Yep, and that's going to go straight
onto the one obstacle on the board that does something
that actually matters. And that is green, so it's just a normal blue, but that is the Jyn Erso.
Thank you, Dion. Hello. We are on we're on table 1. 45 minutes left in this round. Rune Printzlau from Copenhagen taking no damage from that debris cloud as he 2 turns in. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier, Andrew, about him doing something that juked our expectations of just staying in a block right here. And he's done that. But is it the right move?
I don't know. It's going to be really hard. So this next turn, I think you're probably going to see maybe. Okay, well, so the next turn Leia's up.
Right.
So it's going to be, that's the danger turn, and you're probably just going to see a 4K here.
I think so. I think we might even see a disengage. Out there.
Yeah, and then have him come and basically washing machine back in. But the problem is then both of your defenders are coming from this direction.
Right. All right, so let's take a look. We got some shots coming in here with Pink onto the shuttle. Range 3, I think we're going to go ahead and spend that Palpatine focus. Just take 1.
1 shield onto the shuttle.
Purple range 3. 2 hits, 1 blank. Shuttle rolling in, 2
Double
natural
nats.
evades.
Matt just
Natty
pulling
shuttle.
out. Range 2 from green. Ooh.
2 hits and a crit after the focus.
I can't take a crit here.
Now, did Green had a focus? Oh, somebody probably coordinated him? Oh, Benthic.
Yep, Benthic.
Benthic, yep, there it is.
Yep. Matt being a stand-up guy, realizing that he...
Yep. So he has 1 more damage off that shuttle.
Yep.
And there's a range 3.
So guaranteed damage here.
2 hits and a crit. Again, 2 paint. Spend that focus.
That was the best the shuttle could have hoped for.
Yeah.
Only taking 4 shields from 4 shots. So now we have defender time.
So we only have 1 defender shot coming in, 1 shuttle shot. Do we have bullseye just out? Range 2 from
pink.
number black right there.
Ooh,
3
that's
paint,
what you want to see.
3 hits into Leia's
damage. And taking 3. And
all shields down on number pink right there. Range 3
Heftober is out of range for selfless.
Right. And there's 1 crit. Focus would have been nice there, but had to spend it. So he still rolls defense dice, but he won't have Hef in range for selflessness. There's the evades, taking no crit. He drew that card a little prematurely right there.
All right, Star Wars Destiny.
So this is a danger turn here.
It is. Leia is active and ready to go. Now, there is something really important that Rune needs to be cognizant of, and that is this green right there on that debris cloud.
Yep.
It is not a problem this turn, right? Because he can rotate.
Yep.
Right? He can rotate with Leia while he's stressed. But that means that number green is going to take 2 stress.
Yep.
Exactly. That means he's going to take 2 stress. That means that when it comes time to take a formation maneuver, green might not be able to keep up.
Yep. Yeah, so now, and I honestly think that you probably don't actually see Leia this turn.
Interesting. What do you think we're going to see then?
I think you're going to see a collapse onto the shuttle. Get rid of Palpatine.
That's not a bad idea. And if I was Matt and I saw that coming up, would I 3 straight forward, try to put 1 big gun in there, crash in, deny a shot, try to block if I see them coming forward?
Yeah, or you reinforce.
That's true. Reinforce is also a strong maneuver.
Just you could possibly 2 bank in, reinforce, and just say, let's go. I've got Palpatine. I'm not scared.
We could definitely do that. It's a risky maneuver.
It is.
And then we just see defenders.
So he is blowing Leia.
There we go. So we're going to see them all stall.
Yep, they're going to stop.
There's the one bank. Likely a reinforce here. And there goes the shuttle.
The
shuttle down, everybody.
just falling off. Reinforce the front, and he's got Palpatine. One
bank with the defender.
He is thinking that they are not moving.
Bold, bold, bold. That probably means we will see a 3-turn. There's the 3-turn.
He is going for blood.
Now look at this. If he doesn't move, if Rune doesn't move,
Oh.
There's a boost in.
Now he it's
tough. I'm not sure that he's got bullseye there.
So what are we doing?
There's the stop.
So he takes a second stress. He's just, yep, they're all just stopping. Oh, one bank. Okay, so he wanted to do it for a couple of these. Maybe just for this guy? That seems like kind of a waste of Leia.
That does seem like, well, if that's the only way that he could get him to stop, right?
Yeah.
But I guess, though, moving him one bank and just self-bumping right there.
It's not that much of a difference.
Right. I think we'll see some other stops from some of these guys.
So we do see basically he is in flanking position here, so reinforce will not affect Orange whenever he is shooting.
All right, where are we coming from? We've got a more one bang. We got a one straight forward right into HLC bullseye.
Interesting call here. Now pink is the one that is damaged.
I see there. So we pulled the target lock down there. Benthic past one of the focus to here.
Yep.
So now remember, Orange has the target lock and focus.
So
here come shots.
Yep.
Shuttle's in a tough position. Range 1 from green. We only have one hit.
One hit out of green.
Not evaded though. Shuttle takes it.
Still takes one. But you don't spend Palpatine on that shot anyways.
All right, there's the target lock focus shot coming in. 2 hits, 3 hits, 1 crit.
Reinforce does not work here.
There's the evade. He takes 2 and a crit.
Yep, there we go. So hit, crit. Fuel
crit
leak.
Is a fuel leak. Range 2 from purple.
Hoping for some blanks here. No blanks.
No blanks.
That's
3. That's
right
a kill
there.
on the shuttle.
I think that is a kill on the shuttle regardless of what happens. Yep.
And there's no paint on the shuttle. Omicron group pilot goes down. 54 points on the board for Rune Printzlau as he tries to claw something back by putting the hurt into Leia's U-wing. Range 1.
No, you HLC first.
No, you don't, maybe.
No, you don't. You do whatever you want, apparently.
2 crits, 2 paint. Got to spend that focus. 2 critical hits coming in onto Leia.
No damage sharing.
Damage sensor array. And that fuel leak.
Not having this focus mod for this HLC shot is probably going to hurt. 2 hits.
You need to will 2 hits.
And he takes 2.
Leia's not dead though. She's still on the board.
Yep.
Matt really needed a kill right there.
Yep. To reduce how many ships are on the board. And his defenders collapsed in. They don't really have much of a choice of where to go this turn.
So do you think we'll see another set of stop maneuvers?
This guy can't stop.
Right.
He has to move. But you will probably see everyone else stop.
I don't know. We might.
I don't know.
Maybe a 2-turn?
2-turn, yeah. 2-turn for him makes sense.
He's got a 2-turn too.
I don't know. That's tough.
That's a tough one. I think Rune's got a lot of options right here.
So I think you'll probably see one of these guys just 3 hard out.
We might see both of them 3 hard out.
Yeah, and then go this way.
Yep. Because that separates the defenders. It brings their arcs apart.
Yep.
Right.
And that's
their
the big
approach vectors back apart.
That's what you really want out of these kind of engagements, especially when you're just fighting a mobile turret.
Right, and what that means too is that once they 3-turn and boost and 3-turn and boost, it means that the U-wings then yet once again have to make that choice.
Yep.
Right, they have to decide who they're going to go for. Both of them K-turn next turn.
Yep, absolutely. And what you really want to is you want to basically have them on a 45 to where they have to decide which direction they're going to go.
Right. We are on the cusp of a couple of arcs right there.
Yep. So they all have to either do it to have different or like worse positioning or something like that, because like they can only really do it once every 3 turns effectively.
Right. Now Matt does have half points on the Leia U-wing, getting close to half points on Hef's U-wing as well.
Yep.
Again, that's one of the things we have to remember with all of these games we see today and again tomorrow. It's not over until it's over. With 33 minutes left in this round, it's absolutely possible for Matt to claw back, not even claw back, to bring back a decisive victory.
Yeah, this is still absolutely a game.
Now we're seeing a 3-turn. There it is, but he's going through the U-wings. Very interesting maneuver.
I did not see that one coming. I guess he is assuming that they are not turning around.
So I like this for a couple reasons. If this does, in fact, 2-turn, we've got a block right there. We've got a bump right there.
This is an interesting call here by Matt.
If we did move right here, there's another block. We got that stack of focus evade. 2 straight.
2 straight. Probably going to bump. He bumps.
He chooses violence.
He chooses violence.
No tokens for number pink defender.
So we hear the trying to figure out what to do here. There is the 2 hard. No, that's a 2.
That's a 3 bank from number pink.
Great call by Matt here.
Wow.
Did
Excellent
not
call.
see that one coming.
Rune looking at that disengage and thinking that also looks pretty inviting.
Yep.
Matt double bluffing and grabbing the disengage.
Wow.
Calling that.
That was incredible, incredible call by Matt here.
Excellent maneuvering. That's the right move from Rune, though, bringing that out of the fight.
Yep. Yep. Looks like Rune's kind of thinking of what to do here. Just going to calculate. He picked up the wrong token.
Up the wrong token.
I was like, how does he calculate?
I was looking for like a C-3PO I missed over there, something like that. And
there is the 2-turn.
And that's a block.
Yep. Incredibly good positioning here by Matt.
Now we'll still have a shot on a number pink.
Yep. But it will be unmodified. And that's always kind of like the biggest thing is, obviously sometimes unmodified shots can just hammer in damage. But
2 straight from number green. No shots out there.
He does clear 1 stress, though.
Cute. Now where's purple going? Purple, 2-turn, blocked into number pink.
Man.
Really anticipating those disengages. Matt with an exceptional double bluff right there.
That was probably, that was some incredible positioning.
That was an excellent turn for Matt Erbe right now.
Yep. And we could possibly see pink going down this turn on top of maybe some extra damage going into Heftober.
1 shot from Heftober, range 2, unmodified into pink.
Unmodified both ways.
1
crit. And there's the
natties.
Natties again.
Delta Squadron Defender just being disrespectful at this point.
And it's the same, like he's just natty every time that he's defending. He's like, how about
now, what's that target lock going down for?
What is...
So there's a target lock coming down from number pink. 2 hits coming in against Leia's U-wing. Does not live.
Okay, and she is off the board. No more Leia. That is big.
That is extremely big. It means that they cannot. Heftober now taking shots from number pink, hitting a crit
coming in. No mods. Taking a hit and a crit. No more shields on Hef. And that is back to Dials.
So let's look at the positioning right here. We have the U-wings pointed in different directions. Leia no longer on the board.
Yep.
So when he stops, he now needs to be stressed.
Yep. And this U-wing cannot stop this turn.
Right. So what do you think we see right here? A K-turn and a K-turn?
I'm pretty sure you definitely see a K-turn from black.
Because Hef is the target right now.
Yep, and probably a K-turn from pink as well.
Ideally, I think what you would want to see is a move in this way. Now, with that said, like if he moves pink in first with a 3-bank, that will not complete. It'll put him right back in this position.
Yep.
Purple cannot take a great maneuver to get him out, right?
And that's kind of the big thing is 2 tubes right here is the
Rune commenting that maneuver very hard to guess. There's the 4K turn.
But 2 tubes, you don't want to give him actions because he's the one that gives the rest of the list action efficiency.
Right.
So if you can possibly stop that from happening, but it looks like
I see a turn maneuver right there. Looks like we might see a 3-turn.
Nope, just a 4K.
Just a 4K. There it is. I don't know why I'm asking these defenders to get fancy.
Matt Erbe knows what they do,
right?
And how they do really well with it.
And these defenders with their bloody tips smell more blood in the water right now.
Yep.
Going in there for the kill.
And there's the 1-bank getting the block off.
Clear of stress now.
Yep, clear of stress, so he can stop and turn next round. So Matt is up 49 to 54 points right now, or Matt is down 49 to 54 points.
Just by 6, though. I mean, half points on Hef puts him back into the lead.
Yep. So it looks like maybe they just removed that token.
There is a stop from Purple. He is going to be stressed.
So
no action.
No action this turn. Yeah.
But he has to move arcs around.
Yep. Now the good thing about Matt's list here is that he has full information of when he needs to spend those tokens.
So he just used Chopper. Benthic used Chopper. He took a damage. He's going to perform the action while stressed. Pass one off to Orange.
And I actually totally forgot Chopper existed in this list.
Right, and then Orange, Hef Tauber is also going to move right around.
Yep. Solid. And, you know, and we saw Leia go down last turn.
Here's the thing. That's a solid maneuver, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to kill a defender.
No.
Right? You're not going to kill this defender. Next turn, 4K, 4 straight.
Yep.
All right, but that's well, okay.
Ooh.
All right, there's 2 hits, 2 crits into number pink. 1.
Spending the evade.
2 shields.
2 on pink. Still at above half points.
Hef, range 1. Another great shot. 4 more hits.
Guaranteed damage.
I said you're not going to kill a defender. Oh, it is not a dead defender.
No, it's not a dead
Matt
defender.
just says there are 3 damage on there.
Woo. Yes. Yep.
Yes, that's a one hull defender, not dead.
And that is all it needs to K-turn behind it again next turn.
It just needs to be alive.
Yep.
1 hull is 1 hull. No crippling crits. Range 1 in the purple from number pink. Hit, crit. 1 of 8 hit, crit coming into number purple. Shields down.
Shields down. And it looks like we're going to have range 1 into Hef.
That's the kill you want.
Yep, you got to get Hef off the board.
Ooh. 4 hits. Not enough to kill even with that evade.
Takes 3. That is half points on 2 tubes. Now, Matt is still down basically by 22 points right now. Or no.
By 18.
18, yep.
Down by 18. We go back to that. 24 minutes, and we still have ourselves a tight game. I stand by the maneuvers that I said before. 4K, 4 straight. I think 4 straight. Because if Hef moves out here, right? If Hef moves this way, because Hef is stressed, he's got to move. The 4 straight we know clears.
Yep.
Right? So Hef moves out that way. Then you have shot. Hef doesn't have any reposition.
Yep.
I mean, 4K.
Yep.
Like,
well,
yeah.
and yeah, definitely a 4K. I don't know, this is tough.
I think it's time for Green to rotate one more time, though, too.
Yeah. Green is absolutely going to rotate this turn. He has to get that arc back around and become relevant again.
Rune up 91 points to 73. Matt trying to claw back a victory here.
I still think it's within his reach.
Absolutely is. I mean, 20 minutes are still not really up against the clock just yet.
And these defenders are hyper efficient.
And that's where I think that that Matt's strategy of kill more than you've got remaining and then bug out.
Run away.
So run out the clock. As much as that is a strategy I don't like to play, it's a valid one.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
Especially with this defender at 1 hull. If he loses that defender, he's going to have a really, really tough time bringing this back.
Yep.
So there's the 4K. 4K, keep the focus evade.
Yep.
The other thing that the 4 straight here would do is it would prevent Hef from running in there with the 2.
That is true, yeah.
At the moment, it looks like Rune is ahead of 73. You got the pink defender at 1 hole and the other one.
4K as well from Matt.
Is that the 4 straight? Absolutely, that's the 4 straight. I mean, we know it's clear.
Yeah. Yep. We already know it's clear. Even if there's some weird wiggle room, we already knew that I mean, both ships didn't move, or the ship didn't move last time.
Mm-hmm. Now, Matt Erbe there using the Plo templates that he must have got from prize tickets over the past couple days.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool, but you do have to get prize tickets to get them. If you don't want to spend prize tickets to get really cool templates, there's a store on Etsy. It's called Curled Paw Creatives, where you can buy whole customizable template sets. And if you use code WORLDS2019, you can get 15% off of those templates. Ain't that right, Angie?
Yeah, it is. It is. So trying to figure out what's... So we are trying to see...
We probably see a couple stops here. Well, a stop from
a
Green.
stop from Green. Beyond that, we don't know.
Focus evade there on both of those defenders. Going to be real tough nuts to crack.
Yep. Yeah, even at 1 hull, sometimes these defenders can just stonewall lists.
Now, what's the win record for both these players, Andrew?
They are 2-1.
2-1 for both.
Yes.
All right, both these players still with a real shot at Worlds.
Oh, absolutely.
Bank.
Yep.
So Rune deciding the order in which to move these ships.
Yep.
So Green confirmed to be doing a stop. Rune saying
they're both kind of openly deliberating.
Right.
Now that there's no more information to be had for Matt.
Matt about to say like, oh, I think you do. Oh wait, no, I don't know. So there's the stop.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and rotate that, probably just 90 degrees there, and indeed facing his arc down towards the center of the board.
Yep. So trying to figure out the syntax of how you want to clear everything. Open, clear the stress, and bumping into black.
No shot from purple this round.
Yep. And there is a 2-bank out of Hef.
Now I don't think that pink has. I don't think that pink has an HLC there.
It's going to be close. It'll be very close. Had a little bump there, and so they are redoing it as to the best of their ability. And there we go.
Some great sportsmanship from these players.
Absolutely, yeah.
There we go.
That is the best thing about Worlds, is that like everyone that is here, one knows how to play the game, but then also like I haven't had a bad like match.
Right.
Like even if I'm losing, it's still been a fun and cordial match because it's a
you're
good
not
time.
losing yet, are you? Because you've made day 2.
Yep.
You made day 2. We will see you maybe on stream tomorrow. All right, here we go. Benthic passing the token over to green. Hef still stressed with no action, though.
No, he coordinated.
Yes, coordinated Benthic to pass that. You might think that he wanted to pass that off to himself, though.
Maybe.
Interesting, because he's the one that's about to die. Range 3?
Possibly a range 3 into pink here.
That's the shot that he wants to take. He only needs to get one through.
Getting damage in, though.
They're small, but they're non-zero.
Yep, going through for range 3.
And there's
three hits.
3 natural hits. Rune's Dice on Fire has to focus.
Yeah, he has to spend the focus to do it.
No damage. Defender's still tough to take down.
Yep.
Range 2 from Number Black. Right there, spending the focus himself, taking 3 damage in there.
Guaranteed damage here, and takes 1.
1 shield off.
Oh, only 1, and he takes 2. Good sportsmanship here, catching all their little misplays here and there. Checking to see if he has HLC.
He does not, but he still has the range 2, I believe.
They're still checking it. It's really close.
Oh, that HLC.
Oh, he's got it.
Close. Range 3 heavy laser cannon. Now that is a cannon, so he gets range bonus.
It looks like he's still overlapping that. Yep. Okay, so HLC. Yep, you still take the heavy laser cannon shot into Heftober here. That is what you want to see right there.
Natties, holy cow, 4 dice, 4 hits.
Matt is the new king of natties today. And there it is.
Biting the dust. There's 3 damage in. Matt Erbe swinging the game back in his favor now, leading by 6 points.
Woo!
Rune needing 7 to come back up. And with 16 minutes left on the clock, I think this defender starts to become very, very defensive. Don't you agree?
Yep. Honestly, after you pretty much just see this guy disengage.
I think so, too.
I mean, but with 15 minutes left, that's still a long time to play.
Where does he disengage to? Because that's a tough one.
He can disengage out here.
Can he clear that 3 turn?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
It'll be close.
This is extremely close, and he absolutely cannot hit that that asteroid.
Yep. Now Matt, obviously Matt can see it a little bit better than us, but I'm pretty sure he could clear that 3.
Will a K-turn clear if this defender just pings back and forth?
Yeah, it would, because he stopped.
Yeah, he stopped.
Yep.
So that K-turn will clear.
Yep.
So we're going to see a K-turn. 1, 2, 3, just pinging back and forth. And this is what I was afraid of for Rune, right? As soon as these U-wings start to get separated from each other, we just see the defenders pinging back and forth.
Yep. Yeah, and it's really hard for you to pin this down because now you don't have Leia anymore, and you don't have now you still do have the Perceptive Co-Pilot for 2 tubes,
right?
And that is a very big deciding factor because that action efficiency is massive.
Right, but what we see here is 5 hull, no shields.
Yep.
That's within striking distance for a defender over a couple turns.
Yep. And those HLCs are still there.
Thank you, Dion. We are back on table 1. 14 minutes left in the round. Matt Erbe has swung the game back into his favor. 97 points to 91 with a 4-die, 4-hit heavy laser cannon unmodified. Beautiful natties right there.
He would have actually had 2 hits, 2 crits,
right?
But he had to change them to hits.
Blocked by that heavy laser cannon. Now we're looking at dials going down. Expecting K-turns from the defenders to put down Benthic, play defensive with number pink.
Yep.
And keep his lead.
Yeah, we don't know what Pink's going to do here, but we definitely know that Black is going to K-turn. He did it last turn. He's going to do it again. That's what defenders do.
Dial went down really quickly.
He's like, yep, there we go.
There we go.
It doesn't even change, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Summary of what's been happening?
Right, so we've seen a swing back into Matt Erb's favor right there. He's now up 97 to 91. Some of the U-Wings got separated from the pack. Green got stressed a little bit on the asteroid, floating him out to the right-hand side there. Once they separated, defenders pounced, brought down Heftauber in a beautiful, natty rain of fire.
Yep, and then, I mean, the Leia carrier was taken down a couple turns before that. And but we do have one Delta on 1 health.
Right.
So he has to be very careful.
Thank you, Dion. Back to you. And that's the absolute case here. We have to remember that, like Matt definitely has to remember, he can't get too cocky.
Yep.
Right.
Don't get too cocky, kid.
He still has to play defensively, and right now he's taking his time to put down the dial for a number ping.
Yep, and I think this is probably the decision of am I aggressive or am I defensive?
Right. I think the safe bet right now is defensive. Now he can be defensive while being aggressive, and he can do that a little bit cheekily here too. If he thinks that purple is going to move, if purple stops, he could be hosed because Benthic can always take that chopper focus
and give himself the action efficiency that he needs.
And here's what I'm saying here, because Green has to move forward, has to do a 1 straight, 1 bank, something like that. A 3 bank right there could put him in perfect blocking position.
Yep.
So we have no actions off of Green, no shots from Green to pink. And if purple moves as well, that single defender can block up both of those U-Wings. But if purple stops, defender's probably out of the game.
Yep. Yeah, it's still a very scary situation right now for Matt Erbe, trying to get this pink defender either into safety or into a spot to where he can capitalize on just some free damage.
Exactly. The thing with that 3 turns, it might be safer than a disengage out this way.
Yep.
Might be more sure than a disengage out this way. So I think that might be what we see.
Yep.
Dial up the top, that's face up, is from a dead U-Wing.
Yep. So we have 3 minutes, or we have 11 minutes left on the clock. Sticking with it. Hey, guess what? A 4K.
Guess what, everybody? Here we go.
No one saw it coming.
Now, if we see a barrel roll from number black right there, if we see the barrel roll, then it's almost certainly going to be, then we almost certainly are going to see the 3 turn or the 3 bank right there. Now, that said it was blocked. Absolutely should not have been. It's just cleared. Yep. 2 turns in a row, but they're rolling it back.
Matt, being a stand-up guy.
And this guy has not moved.
Yeah, he's not moved. He should definitely not have been blocked there.
But inaccuracies and templates.
Yep.
And 5 straight. There he goes.
Now, black does not have any damage on him at all.
Absolutely. Now, is he going to boost out, or is he just going to take the focus evade?
I think you absolutely boost out here.
I don't know. I think he might just take the focus evade.
Oh,
there it
taking
is.
the focus evade.
Focus evade. Now, here's the thing. If purple does stop, like green might still be blocked.
Yep.
If purple does stop, then we have a bad shot. There he is. He's going out, opening his S-foils. Pivot wings, excuse me.
And there's still 10 minutes left in this game, and if Matt can have both defenders survive and he kills one,
I mean, he doesn't need to kill anything right now. He just needs to keep the points as they are.
Yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. Because he definitely does have a point lead, but you always want to try and make it.
Cannot let that get half.
Yep. You really just want to try and get. You want to try and get a little bit more of a commanding point lead.
Right.
And 6 points that's really close. So he is coordinating a target lock. Who is he coordinating the target lock? Oh, over.
He's coordinating the target lock.
So it looks like we're stopping.
There's the stop.
And is he going to chopper?
I think at this point he might. He's down. He knows his win condition.
You need to get that double mod.
But does he rotate? That's a really close arc right there. He is going to sit right there. Now, if he's misjudged that arc.
Is he going to chopper?
No, not chopper. Here comes a range 1 shot, though. 2 hits, 2 blanks, re-roll with the target lock.
3
all
hits.
Paint, 4 hits. That's a dead defender, boys.
That is a dead defender.
Tried his best, only 2, and the Delta Squadron pilot goes down 31 points behind.
I don't know
if
that was range. I think they should have checked a little bit more on the arc for that range 1, but
they both agreed.
Yeah, no, they both agreed.
They both agreed.
Yep. I would have been a little bit more.
Matt Erbe setting down that 4K quickly. 8 minutes left on the clock, and now he's playing up against the time. He's only 30 points behind, though, so a kill on Benthic, half points on this U-wing, brings him back up to the lead. Only has 8 minutes left to do it, though.
Yep. So now we got to, you probably have 3 more rounds at max.
Right. This game is swung back towards Rune.
Yep. Yeah, and Matt being basically bumping on that 4K really set him back quite a bit.
Definitely. That's just it's a consequence of slightly sloppy play on the part of both players, right? There's little tiny variations there, bringing those two together. That's part of the game. Rune double checking his dials. Seven minutes left. That timer is counting down, and he is set. Here comes the 4K.
Here comes 4K.
Imagine that.
Focus evade. And just a 1 straight, and bumping, that means that the other one is bumping as well.
We could overshoot. And it looks like
doing a 2 straight?
Like Benthic is actually going through.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right, because he's the damaged U-wing. Yeah, he doesn't want to put himself in harm's way, so I'm confused as to why he's doing that. Yeah,
you should have just self-bumped there.
Right.
Just to stay out of range. And then he could turn around the next turn.
Because what we have here is a defender that's not afraid of taking a damage or 2 and an HLC.
Yep.
Range 3. He took the focus evade, got it from Jin.
Not going to spend it.
Yep, the evade will take that
HLC.
away. Here comes the heavy laser cannon shot back. 3 paint, focus for 3. Take an evade, take 1 on Benthic.
Benthic is on half now. Matt Erbe down by 2 points.
Needs 3 to lead.
Now, he can get half points on the blue squad.
That's true. He absolutely can, which is why I think perhaps the 5 straight's a better idea right there.
Yeah,
and
just slam in.
Not slam in, 4 or 5, depending on what he thinks can clear, because Benthic's probably going to go. He's got to either going to move forward or
stop. Yeah. Well, and there won't be any.
Call.
If there is any stopping, there won't be any coordinate shenanigans or anything like that this turn.
Right. Well, no, he's got chopper.
Yep.
So.
Well, if he. Yeah, and man, that's tough. So probably
it's tough.
Yeah, this is a tough turn
because Matt's got to call Benthic. Right there, because if Benthic stops, then a quick straight maneuver is excellent.
Yep.
Right, then a quick straight maneuver is great because he can kill Benthic or put the damage into green.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's 2 damage away from that half point mark.
Yep. Yeah.
If Benthic. Well, if either Benthic stops, that's the thing. If Benthic stops, if he doesn't kill Benthic, we have a situation where he could take serious damage on the Delta.
Yep.
If Benthic moves and is blocked, then that's great.
Yep.
Take some half points off K-turn and come back around.
Yep. They should be able to get 2 more rounds in, assuming that they hurry up with their dials.
Right. The other thing that Green could do is just stop.
Yep.
Right. Rotate with Green. Bring that back forward. Take some unmodified shots. Try to put the damage through. Matt Erbe confirming he has to do 2 to Green. We have 4 minutes left in the round. Could be far from the last turn if both these players play quickly.
Just got to get those dials down. So,
So right now, table 3, 4 minutes left to 51. Tom Wigan is clawing his way back at this time, trying to score some points. We'll see how this
3 minutes left in the round. 2 points behind Matt Erbe trying to claw back victory here. Just needs 2 damage into green.
2 damage into green.
I wonder if Rune sees that just 4 straight.
4 straight and tries to get away. Yep.
Right.
Because you can definitely get that evade.
Right. Don't Matt Erbe's talking here. We don't have time.
Talking,
we don't
Matt.
have time, Matt.
Stop talking, Matt, and play the game.
not because it's slow. You just don't have time for extraneous stuff right now. He needs to be. He needs to have the dial set.
Oh my gosh. Go, Matt. Stop talking.
Just double checking dials here. 2 minutes left.
Yep. Yep. Just, big turn here, trying to decide. And I think
commenting is the hardest decision I've made all day.
Yep.
And it could cost them the game if it's made wrong.
Yep. They have 2 minutes left. If they hurry up, oh my gosh, stop talking. If you hurry up, you can get 2 rounds in.
There it is. Dials down, and here he goes.
3
Just a 3 straight. I would have expected a slightly more aggressive move, but it is still straight. Focus evade.
Okay. And let's see what happens. 1 straight. Yep.
1 straight. There's a bonk.
And then we're going to probably see the 4 straight here.
That looks like it. That's a big 3 bank.
Okay.
Is that still in range?
There's not going to be any shots here. They can get 1 more round in.
I think that might still be in range. I think he'll take the evade from Jin Urso. Oh, it's just a focus, just out of range. Back to dials. They're picking up dials one more time.
He already just has his dial
already down, ready to go.
They have 1 more round. This is all that matters here. Getting 2 more points of damage into the blue squad, or possibly K-turn. Well,
I don't think so. Easy.
No,
I mean, the easier shot is right there. He's got to be really lucky.
Yep.
Now, or if you think he's going to turn around.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to try and get.
So you could try the K-turn.
Yep.
Right, if he's just going to force straight out, and he's going to have 2 dice, backed by a focus, maybe an evade.
And only one die.
Yep. If he turns around, man, like Matt's got some options here.
Yep.
Neither of them are excellent, but he's got to make the try. He's got to give it a shot.
Yep. So this is definitely going to be the final round now.
10 seconds left in this match.
Yep. So they can take all the time they want now.
All right, dials are down. Matt Erbe now flipping that. That is time.
5 or 4 straight.
Is that the K-turn?
Is that the K-turn? Is that the K-turn? It is the K-turn.
That's the K-turn. He's going for it.
He's
going for it. Goes 4 straight.
Bank.
Oh, it's just a 3 bank.
Yeah.
Now Rune's taking the double focus. He
does have the HLC.
All right, will we see
a chance?
4 paint, 3 blanks. Here we go. Here's the dice. That's what Matt needs. 4 paint, 3 blanks. 4 paint.
4 paint. Does he blank out?
Does he blank? Does he blank?
Yeah.
We can confirm that was a crit.
Yeah, it was a crit.
Was that a blank? It was a crit.
100% was. was a crit.
It was a crit. All right. Will we see 3 blanks
Will we
right
see 3
here?
blanks here?
Oh,
Whoa.
there's paint. There's paint. He survives on 2 hull. Benthic 2 Tube survives on 2 hull, and Rune Printzlau comes ahead 127 to 125 points. A slimmest of margins.
Yep.
Lead right there over Matt Erbe. Well played by both of these players. Just a quick post-mortem right there. Was there anything that Matt should have done to bring himself ahead of that damage race?
I think honestly just going for instead of doing the 3 straight, doing the 4 straight.
Going for the aggression.
Going for the aggression and trying to get one more round. Yep.
I think so. Giving himself a little bit of extra, little bit of extra movement right there. That also blocks him back just a hair further, where that K-turn can be a little bit more effective, maybe into range 2.
Yep.
But very effective game right there. Very exciting to watch. Thank you to both of these players for playing. Thank you to watching Gold Squadron's coverage of Worlds 2019. For the podcast, I'm Asa.
I'm Andrew.
We'll see you in round 5.